Hello, TEDx. Yes, I'm loving the response. Today, I'd like to illustrate what goes through the mind of an at-risk youth. But instead of just talking about it, I'd rather show you. In order for me to be able to do this, you'll have to come back to the year 2003 with me. Oh my goodness, it's not my slide. But here we go. This is where I've lived for the last couple of years with my mom. And this, Jane and Finch, is where I met my girlfriend, who's currently selling guns. Hopefully, I'll be able to find a safer job for her, as this is one dangerous occupation. As for me, I'm just the average street dude. I drink, I smoke, I rob people when I need money, and I sell a variety of drugs, from weed to ecstasy to cocaine. If you need it, I got it. My inner circle is full of top-notch citizens, from pimps and prostitutes to mobsters and bikers to Bloods and Crips. For the last couple of years, I've been a C to D student, mostly due to the fact that I've been skipping off school to chill with my boys. But can you blame me? When I am at school, I'm treated like a black sheep by teachers and principals alike. I've been suspended more times than I can count, and they even tried to expel me a couple of times. The news of the day is I've just been kicked out of my mom's house at the age of 17. Now this, I have to say, really hurts, especially because I didn't even see it coming. But I guess I can't be too upset, as these days, I've been getting arrested so much that it's a good day if I don't end up behind bars. I've even been chased by police helicopters and hunted down by canine units. By my mom kicking me out of my house, what she's really saying is she doesn't care what happens to me, so why should I care? All I have now is my family in the streets. So if you ask me, am I gonna keep doing crimes? The answer is hell yeah. I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing, and I'm not gonna care if I go back to jail or not. Why should I care about myself if no one else does? I have low confidence in school for the low grades I've been getting, and authority figures treating me like I have little to no potential. So if my life is gonna be worthless anyways, I might as well get drunk and have fun while I'm still here, which probably won't be that long anyways, as the majority of people I hang out with are getting arrested. Some are even going to the penitentiary. As for me, I've been getting death threats as of late. So living a normal, happy lifestyle doesn't seem to apply here. I'm gonna live my life with this motto: always be the hunter, never the prey. I'm never gonna change. Live fast and die young. I'm out. Hello, TEDx, once again. Welcome back to the year 2011. What you just saw was a snapshot of my life and the way I thought just 8 years prior. Now, most of us would only hear stories like this in the plotline to movies. So it's safe to say that I would need a miracle to save me from living a life of crime. Well, I'm glad to say that I got that miracle in the form of my grandmother, who took me in and told me not to allow my past to determine my future. Now, this phrase, accompanied with years of positive reinforced thinking and changing the people that were around me, helped me turn my life around. So I believe it deserves to be repeated once again. Do not let your past determine your future. I can't stress enough the need for at-risk youth or low-income families to be able to believe that although, yes, life has been a challenge, things can get better if you work hard and believe in your own abilities. One thing all people living their life on the other side of the track have in common is a feeling of hopelessness. So if they're able to find that inner hope once again, then anything truly is possible. And this can apply to anyone and everyone as well. So if you're going through a hard time right now, always remember that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and you have more potential than you could ever imagine. If your life isn't where you want it to be, then focus in on your goal and work towards it each and every day. If we all start to do this, then we'll all begin to see the hidden potential that lies in each and every one of us. I'm a prime example of this, as 8 years later, I've graduated from high school. I have a general business diploma, as well as a 3-year advanced business administration diploma from Seneca College. I'm currently a 4th-year student at Ryerson University pursuing my business commerce degree. I'm involved in multiple extracurricular organizations, such as DECA, Real Estate Ryerson, and SIFE Ryerson. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit more about SIFE, as it pertains greatly to this talk. I first joined SIFE in February of this year, and right when I joined, I was placed in the Start Smart program. Now, for those of you that don't know, Start Smart focuses on teaching the youth in the community basic financial literacy skills. Right when I was placed in Start Smart, I requested to be placed in the roughest areas possible. They granted this request, and for the next 7 months, I spoke at institutions including the Covenant House, located at Yonge and Gerrard, Eva's Place, located in North York, which is an emergency homeless shelter, as well as Parkdale Collegiate Institute, which is a high-priority area within Toronto. I still remember my first seminar at Parkdale Collegiate Institute. I asked the class to make a list of short-term and long-term goals for their life. So they were asked to make 3 goals for a year from now, 3 goals for 2 to 5 years from now, and 3 goals for 6 to 10 years from now. I gave them sufficient time to do this, and then randomly selected students to present their goals to the class. Now, one student I selected with tattooed hands told me he couldn't think of one goal for his life. Instead of just accepting this, I asked him, well, when you get up in the morning, have you already achieved everything you want to do? He then replied with a sly yes. I then challenged him further by saying, well, if you get up in the morning and you've already accomplished all your goals, maybe you're not aiming high enough. I then reverted to telling the whole class that each one of them has more potential than they could ever imagine. But the only way to uncover this hidden potential is if they study hard in school and plan for their future. Several weeks later, the same teen that couldn't think of one goal for his life approached me. He thanked me for challenging him, as now he has several goals for his life, one being to go to university in the future. This showed me that sometimes the small things we say can have a profound impact on other people's lives. So instead of just complaining about the crime rate, go out there and do something about it. Join the United Way, join SIFE Ryerson, or simply take part in the 5K Step for Street Kids that happens every November at Dundas Square. Here, citizens of Toronto walk 5 kilometers to help aid Covenant House's efforts to get homeless youth off the street. Over the last 2 years, they've raised over $200,000. We as individuals all have choices in what we do with our time. So why not spend a small fraction of that time helping someone that feels like no one else cares? Why not be that one person that believes in someone and causes them to finally turn their life around? I can tell you from firsthand experience that there's nothing more gratifying than knowing that you helped change someone's life. So don't do it because you feel bad for them, but do it for the amazing feeling that you'll get knowing, 1, you're doing the right thing, and 2, you're really impacting someone's life. In closing, I'd like to leave you all with this thought. We all have problems and obstacles that we must overcome in life. So let's extend a hand to one another, especially those going through hard times, instead of just looking the other way. Change is possible, no matter how rough of a background one comes from. But in order for one to be able to change, they must believe that there's hope for the future. Let's be that hope for one another and never stop believing in each other. Thank you.